Interesting issue. Keep your comments and messages coming in for Peter on that. Loads of you getting in touch with us this morning. Thank you.
Now, this month marks 50 years since 21 people were killed and more than 200 injured following the Birmingham pub bombings of 1974.
A group of men who became known as the Birmingham Six were each sentenced to life in prison over the attacks, but were later released after having their convictions quashed.
Ahead of the anniversary, a new BBC podcast looks in more detail at Britain's biggest unsolved mass murder. Let's take a look. Well, Paul Bridgewater lost his father. They're not complaining about the rain or the soggy leaves.
Just
They're
me.
quite
I can't be the
happy.
only one that says autumn's a bit rubbish so far this year. We'll talk about that, but let's get the news of travel and the weather where you are. See you shortly. It's been really...
It's really interesting. I love the way that John went and just spoke to ordinary voters, get their opinions. And Americans do talk really well, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
Not short of an opinion or two.
No.
Plenty there. More from John and those opinions a little later.
It's just coming up to 20 to 7. John is here with... Now, on BBC Breakfast tomorrow, the Olympic cycling champion Sir Chris Hoy will speak for the first time since he revealed his cancer diagnosis is terminal. He talks about the treatment he's already had, gruelling chemotherapy, how he got through that, how he wants to raise more awareness about screening for prostate cancer and how he is remaining positive for what's ahead.
Yep.
And what is so fascinating about him is that mental resilience, you know, the resilience that got him to all those Olympic goals is now playing a really key part in his treatment.
He's spoken as well, hasn't he, about inspiring so many men
Yes.
to go and get tested and checked and what to look out for, as is often the case with this, but the number of people seeking help and getting a diagnosis as a result of the publicity and the awareness that Chris Hoy has been able to raise.
Yeah, the numbers are incredible, so I do urge you to watch tomorrow here on Breakfast and tomorrow night on BBC One. Now, at 19 minutes past 8, here's our...
Now, 25-year-old former racing driver Billy Munger recently broke the Ironman record for a double amputee at the World Championships in Hawaii. You may also know he was one of the stars of the celebrity race across the world.
His efforts in aid of comic relief are currently being made into a BBC documentary. We're going to speak to him in just a moment, but first, take a look at this.
All of the episodes of that series, it's called the Pub Bombings podcast. It's available to listen now on the BBC Sounds app.
Now, the Dunlin, Turnstone and Curlew sandpiper are just some of the internationally important birds who make their homes on the mudflats of the Humber and Lincolnshire Wash in their thousands every winter.
Yeah, but conservationists say they're facing a growing threat to their very survival. Many species now added to the red list of globally endangered birds. Paul Murphy has the story.
Beautiful there.
Gorgeous, isn't
it?
Yeah. The time, 8:59. Stay with us. Headlines are coming up next.
Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Ben Thompson and Sally Nugent.
Good morning. Our headlines for you at 9.